right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Friday!
It's wet out there, but it's Friday, so we'll take it.
It is. Good morning, all. How are we doing?
Good morning. I'm really well because you know why?
Why?
We're going to get to the footy in a minute, but last night, Paul, my fiancé, went to the football, but he went and met some mates beforehand. So he was out of the house early. I had the house to myself, and I thought, I'm going to have a long, hot shower, have some dinner. I hadn't even turned the television on in the house. I'd sort of lost track of time, had dinner, had a shower. I thought, I'll climb into bed and see what the footy score is.
This will be good.
Climbed into bed, turned the TV on. The footy hadn't even started. It was 7:05 and I was in bed.
You went to bed before two of my children.
Yes. I couldn't have been more thrilled about it.
Ali hadn't even got through the first story on a current affair.
No, and I was in bed. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do now?
Well, in case you missed it, current affair would have been neighbours at war.
Yeah, same
Was
old,
it?
same old. Well,
Yeah.
it was war on the footy field last night. So then I finally fell asleep and Melbourne hadn't even kicked a... It was they're on 0.
It reminded me of the Pies match on Anzac Day when the Pies forgot the game had started.
Yes.
Like first quarter, 30 zip. I'm like, can someone tell Track and the guys we're on?
Yeah. So then I fell asleep going, oh, Melbourne have been absolutely annihilated here. And then Paul came home from the football and was like, did you watch, babe? Did you watch? I was like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
We'll get to the footy the next 20.
Wild scenes. Wet. She was wet at the football.
Oh, she
Ponchos?
was wet.
Ponchos out in force?
Oh, it was poncho weather.
Well,
Is anyone-
hang on. Clint was in the outer, right? You know, all day. I'm in the outer.
you
I'm
gonna-
in the
Oh,
outer.
yeah, that's right. You were
Actually,
saying all
are
day
we
you were
gonna
like,
do this?
man of the people.
Man of the people.
I'm getting public
I'm
transport.
in the outer. Next
I
minute,
walked there, caught a tram home.
good on you, in the
Right,
rain.
good for you.
In the rain.
Yeah,
And
right.
then next minute, I get photos of Paul and Clint in a box together. I'm like, that ain't the outer, bruh.
Oh, it was the corporate box in the outer. Had they taken the roof off the corporate box?
I was like, casual Clint threw me, though, in a T-shirt.
I was in a box.
Oh, convenient.
It was very dry in there.
Yeah, right.
I said, how did that come about? Clint told me he was in the outer. And Paul said, oh, no, we had spare tickets. And I said, well, thanks for the invite, Dal.
Yeah, convenient.
And
Convenient.
When Max Gawn kicked a goal with 40 seconds left, I hung out of that box and I said to the Carlton supporters below me, get that up, yeah. And then they were really getting into me on the final siren, weren't they? It
Was there a decent crowd
was a pretty good crowd, 57,000.
for a wet Thursday night? How good.
Better than my afternoon. I went fishing yesterday. You know how
you
all
went
day I was
fishing?
like, I'm going to go fishing. The weather's looking all right.
No,
you know?
you weren't. You were going crabbing, weren't you?
Well, bit of both.
oh, are they one and the same?
Well, once if you're out there,
Yeah, right.
catch whatever. Huddy, my 8-year-old, and I, we've been at loggerheads a little bit lately, so I'm like, team bonding
Oh, that's
afternoon.
nice.
Like I try and, get the
Boys.
relationship back
Boys.
together.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
So I spent all afternoon setting up the boat, the crab traps, the rods, everything. So as soon as he came home from school, because you've only got a small window with light because the sun's going down
Yeah,
at like
you also
5:30.
chose like the first overcast day we've had in weeks.
I know, but no wind.
Oh,
It's all about wind.
Oh, you've been
What's
on Willie's weather. And
What's a crab trap? How do they?
Just a giant metal.
I've seen them. I'll tell you. So imagine 2 circles with like hula hoops.
You got it.
2 hula hoops
Yep.
with nets on the side and nets on the top, and somehow the crabs get stuck in the little hole in the top. They could get in, but they can't get out.
Sorry. Are you
That's
like,
the illegal one.
Are you like John West? Are
Anyway,
you on a fishing trawler?
Fresh is best.
he pulls up, gets out of Mum's car, jumps in mine, boat's on the back. Off we go to Half Moon Bay. This is it. We've got a small window
Yep.
till the sun goes down. And as we pull into Half Moon Bay, there they are. The Fisheries Department.
What's wrong with that?
In their little reflective.
Jason's got a license.
No, I do. No, excuse me.
What do you mean a license?
Hang
Throw
on.
all those small fish back.
Do you need a license to go fishing?
Yes, and shut up. I don't get small fish.
Why on earth do you need a license
Don't
to go
do
fishing?
this. Don't shut up, Clint.
Take them out of the esky. Throw them back. Throw them back.
He's never caught anything to throw back, Clint. What are you talking about?
Before we even get in the water, the fisheries guys come up to check your safety gear, rego, all that.
Don't you have all that?
Yeah, I've got all that. So I was very confident. And like Huddy's
but
hanging
you
to
were
get out
worried
there.
about the time.
The flares were out of date.
What flares?
Safety flares. If you
Oh,
get
the
stuck.
EPIRB.
No, the flares.
Oh. is that
What do you
different?
mean?
You have flares. You know, like
Yeah,
what they
just-
set off at the soccer.
Yeah, I know what a flare is. Why do you have a flare?
Well, in case I get stuck out in the bay and we're sinking, then I set the flare off.
Oh.
The flares are out of date, so they're like, sorry, mate.
Did you say, have you met me? I'm only going 100 metres offshore.
I
could swim back.
He's got his crab pots. He's going further than that.
Jokes aside, that's exactly what I said. I said, mate, I'm literally just going
I
there.
could be in a blow-up boat.
So now we're stuck in traffic on the way to BCF to try and get flares.
Oh,
BCF
Dad.
and fun.
By the time
It's BCF and fun. I love it.
Oh, well-
Golden fish and camping. It's BCF and fun.
Well,
Hey.
it wasn't at 5:10 as we're rolling out the driveway, and I've got to explain to Huddy, hey, we're only going to have 20 minutes alive.
But
So
did
I
the
don't-
flares still work even though they're out of date? Because I would have just given them to Huddy and said, knock yourself out, kid.
That's what I said. Let's
Go
go.
and have fun.
Let's go set them off in the
Out
park.
the front of BCF in the car park.
So-
Yeah. Let's go down to the soccer.
So that was tears and off to the arcade at 6 p.m.
Oh, but did you go on the fishing game and win some tickets?
Yes, yes. It was just like we're out there, Lauren.
Oh, exactly the same.
So fisheries all good?
Our fisheries are fine, but my son and I are going to need another bonding day because yesterday went belly up.
The bond. Oh,
If
yeah,
anything,
I forgot it was about
it's
bonding.
put us further apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said to Jace this morning, you need a break from your life. That's what you need.
I hear you,
Well,
Dale.
guess what? It's not about you this weekend because it's Mother's Day, so it's about Luce. No one cares about you.
I know. Don't worry. I'm aware of that
No
too.
one cares about you this weekend.
Speaking of Mother's Day, we're got our single Mother's Day lunch happening later on today, which I'm very much looking forward to.
I can't wait. Oh, gosh.
Anthony Kalia and Tim Campbell
I
are coming
know.
along to perform.
And I put in the call to Liz last night, my mum.
Oh,
She
yeah.
goes, I've heard about your Mother's Day lunch. And I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, was she waiting for an invite?
Yeah, filthy.
She was.
Filthy, she hadn't been invited. And I said, would you like to come? Should I'd love to. Should I wear a suit? I was like, why are you wearing a suit? You're not going to court, love. Throw on a frock.
What sort of suit would you
I don't know, power suit, I guess.
$20 says she rocks up with one of those giant daiquiri glasses you see hanging around people's neck in Vegas.
Oh,
Ready
yeah,
to
strong.
go.
Yeah,
Oh, she's excited.
Glass on a chain.
Yeah.
And I said, Clint, Jace will be there. She's very excited to see you guys.
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, more on our
I
single.
can see her already with the young mums telling them, you know,
Oh, give me
giving some
some
advice.
life lessons.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Lauren. She was no angel when she's growing up.
True.
Boy, did I do it tough.
Tell you what, we got a big show still to come this morning. We got a lot to get across.
Elodie Pullen's coming in later. I love her.
Yep.
Elodie, little mini.
Yep. I follow her online. My wife's a massive fan as well.
She's awesome. She's got a book and a podcast and a pretty extraordinary story to tell. We'll chat to her a bit later.
Plus, we got a lot of money to give away as well.
We do. We often talk on this show about how we feel like we're getting old. We're not. I don't think we're not actually old. We're like,
Well, I think what helps is
I mean-
we've all got the maturity of a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Keeps
still
us young.
stuck in thinking we're younger than we are. And
Peter
that we-
Pan syndrome.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, you never want to grow up.
No, that's us.
That's
Peter
a
Pan
great-
syndrome literally wraps up like.
Yes, yeah, it does.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Get your words out, Jason.
Do you need a rest?
I'm old.
He's old. I was shooting postcards the other day. I was telling you about it yesterday. And one of the stops was your mama frozen yogurt.
Your mama.
Your mama.
Yo, mama.
Yo or your?
Yo mama. Not your mama.
Your mama.
You couldn't do your mama gags, jokes. You know, it was yo mama, like yogurt.
Yo.
Anyway, I was there. We filmed the show. And afterwards, the lovely lady who owned it said, guys, knock yourselves out. Get whatever you want. Have some, the machine or the lollies.
This is a self-serve.
Self-serve.
They said that at Nico's in.
And how many cakes
Oakley.
did they send us
Yeah.
home with?
Yeah, I know, but
So
you know when they're
many.
like, "Hey, just help yourself." It's that fine line. You want to go, "Oh, I'll go, go a little cheesecake," but that'll do me.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. I filled my cup right up and then put all the toppings on. She was like, you got to try this one, try that one. So I'm eating it and eating it and eating it, and we're chatting and we're all sitting around trying. And then she's like, oh, you got to try this flavour.
How
and
many
now get a cup.
cups?
Oh, I don't know. Because then they started bringing out
Couple.
little cups to try the different flavours, the cheesecake flavour, the
It's the scales that get you at those
Oh,
places. You chuck on a
absolutely.
couple of sour worms, and all of a sudden you're
Couple
up to
of
$9.
$28. Yeah, one guy,
Yeah.
one tradie came in. It was $28.
Yeah.
He'd piled it full
Yep.
of stuff. So then I was like, anyway, thanks for having us. I had to get out of here. Felt great. Delicious. I haven't been eating a lot of sugar recently, so I was like, this is lemon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm driving home down Kingsway, down Toorak Road, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm having a heart attack. I think I'm having a heart attack. Like someone is stabbing me between my shoulder blades. So I pulled over and I wound the window down. I was like, either that or I was giving birth. I was behaving like I was giving birth.
You are quite the
Drama queen.
hypochondriac.
Yeah, but it was a pain I'd never felt before. And I was like, this is in my chest. And then it moved to my back. And I was like, I think these are 7 signs of a heart attack.
Did you have a tingly arm? Tingly arm says strokes coming on.
Does it? No.
Yeah.
And if you
Sweats?
if you stick your if you can't stick your tongue out, that's a stroke.
Is it?
Really?
Apparently, yeah, because remember once I had Bell's palsy and my face was paralysed on one
that's right.
side. And on the phone to the ambulance, they said, "Can you stick your tongue out?" Anyway, I could stick my tongue out. Didn't
I
have
thought you
tingling.
could only afford half the face to be done a Botox that month.
So I was like, I reckon I can get home. I reckon I'll be able to get home. Paul was on a plane. I would have called him and had a full melt.
Oh,
He
you're
was on a
lucky
flight.
he was on a plane.
So I get home and what do? I call my other husband,
Clint.
Clint.
So I answer the phone. She says, I think I'm having a heart attack.
What time of day was it?
Like 4:30,
Yeah,
5.
something like that.
I would
Yeah.
have sent you the voice.
I said, where's the pain? She goes, in my heart, but sometimes in my back. She goes, I've had 2 Gaviscons. Do you think it could be heartburn or indigestion?
He goes, Dal, you ain't having a heart attack. You've got indigestion. And I was like, I have never, ever felt like this before.
Sorry, always escapes me. Where did you study medicine again?
Glen Waverley High.
I don't know. He's older than me, so I'd trust him, right?
Right.
I trust anyone older than me. They know more. So I'm like, I've had 2 Gaviscons. What do I do? I think I'm dying. Clint goes, what did I need?
You got to go to the top shelf. That's a Nexium job.
What's a Nexium?
Oh, that's high level indigestion hardware. That is. It's just a pill, and it just gets right in
Is
there.
it the good stuff?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the good stuff.
What is like when you
That
say?
coats that acid, and it shoots it out the back end.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to have a situation on my hands. You didn't warn
It
me
works
about that.
very
Luckily,
quickly
I
and
was at
very
home
well.
though. So I'm lying. I can't sit down. I'm Googling. It says, make sure you've got good posture. That'll help. So I'm walking around, shoulders back around the house thinking, shit, am I actually having a heart attack here? Then Paul gets home. So, well, firstly, you're very responsible. You kept checking in. How's it going, Dale? How's it going, Dale? How's the indigestion? I was like, still here. Paul came home.
I'm on life support.
I hadn't seen Paul in 3 days. It was real sexy in our house when he got home, and I was like, babe, can you hit me on the back? I think I need to be burped like a baby.
Oh my god!
So he's like belting me on the But I hate burping. I think burping's disgusting. But so I was trying to hold, I didn't want
Please tell me you let one out.
No, I didn't. I was trying to hold it in. He's like belting me on the back.
Like
'Cause
you
I'm-
had Braxton Hicks.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like Barney from The Simpsons.
No,
Just letting one out.
I couldn't do it.
Squeezing it.
But I had just
Followed by I'm alive.
completely overindulged in frozen yogurt, and I thought I gave myself a heart attack.
Imagine if that's how you died. Here
Death
she
by
lies.
froyo.
She lies. OD'd on frozen yogurt.
Can you imagine?
Would make you cough in a little yogurt tub.
Oh my God,
And I'd get some
cute.
sort of comical spoon coming out of the ground in your grave.
and then put her on the scales.
Cover me in sour worms. Oh, don't put me on the scales. That
It
would be
is-
mean.
Clint, this might sting a little bit. Sorry.
Play it.
Gawn must kick the goal from outside 50s. Kick the goal. Gawn's got it. They're within a point. 40 seconds on the clock. Melbourne are within 1 point. Knock out the bag. Couldn't get anyone. Carlton win by a point.
The Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy
All right.
Blues fans up and about this morning. aren't they?
Oh.
Although they nearly lost it.
Well, look, I was putting the kids to bed. By the time I sat down on the couch, put the telly on, so first quarter, I'm like, 30-0? What?
Yeah, I went to sleep in Melbourne, hadn't even scored.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on?
Well, they were just slow out of the gates.
They
And
let
when
them
that
get too far ahead.
Exactly. So Melbourne found themselves down, 36 points. And then it was fun actually teasing the Carlton supporters because
As you were making a comeback.
Because they're like, oh, we're going to lose this. And I'm like, mate,
Oh, they would have
you
been
are
nervous.
6 goals up. You are 5 goals up. You are 4 goals. Oh, hang on. We've got a sniff here.
It's within a point. Oh, how was the atmosphere though? It must have been
It was
electric.
good. I mean, Carlton supporters, they are a little obnoxious.
The Blue
Can I
Baggers?
say?
What do you mean
Oh,
obnoxious?
Do you know
they-
who's a mad Blue supporter?
Andy Lee?
And Keith and Lee from Gogglebox.
Oh, are
you know the
they?
dude in the singlet
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
beer?
yeah.
Oh,
They
all
always look like
Melbourne's
Carlton
biggest
supporters.
celebrities. How do you know that?
He's always
got a
going on about
tattoo.
it. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Oh.
he's full Blues nuffy.
That's a random tidbit.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm full of them.
a couple of other tidbits.
Yeah.
Our man Christian Petrarca was best on ground by a golden mile. Sorry,
Did
Sam
he
Walsh,
kick
but
5 goals?
he kicked 5
Good
goals,
on you, Track.
won. He had the ball in his hands with 25 seconds left, and he decided to try and break a tackle. Got pinged for holding the ball.
no.
He could have been the man. He could have been the match winner. But kudos to the Blues.
Do you still think it's...
You win some, you lose some.
Do you think
Oh,
it's C.
that hurt.
Petrarca 3 votes?
Yeah, absolutely.
C. Petrarca 3 votes.
Should Should
You
get
reckon
the
now it's
3.
time to get on for the Brownlow?
I would.
Let me check.
But
I'm due for a win.
it was a funny feeling leaving the game because I was mighty proud of the D's, but I
Yeah.
was also
Yeah, well, they just.
spitting chips.
Yeah. It felt like the first winter footy game we've had.
Yeah,
I sent Paul off to the footy, my fiance, last night, and I was like, "Where's something warm, doll?" And I just thought, "Oh my God, I sound like your mother." But it's the first. Yesterday and last night felt like the first really winter weather that we've had.
Yeah.
Was it soaking wet there? Did
It was
rain the whole time?
soaking wet the whole time, and that's what made it a bit tricky footy in the end.
Yeah.
Wet weather footy.
Big crowd?
Big crowd. There's a few very, very controversial free kicks. Free kick Carlton. Sorry.
I love it
no,
when
so-
people blow up about the umpires. It's the
Can I
umpires' fault.
ask, how did you go
Yes.
going to the footy on your health kick? Because at the
It
moment,
was hard.
Clint's off the booze, the jam donuts.
He's
what
off
else did they have
he's off
last
the
night?
party pies.
He's off fun.
You know what? I think it would be easier if you were just sitting in the outer.
Yeah.
But instead, you told us you're in the outer, but you ended up in a corporate box.
I
So
did.
what was the spread? Run me through it.
Well, it was pre-match. There was sort of like some roast chicken, which was fine.
What, like the
Okay.
big red
Roast
rooster
chicken
box?
and some.
And then open it-
No.
In a Bay Marie.
No, in a Bay Marie.
What, you could go
Some
up and,
nice pulled pork.
Like a buffet. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, in a corporate
Oh,
box.
yeah, yeah.
what, you can be like, are you allowed to do can I have the wing?
No, you can pick it up yourself. It's like a buffet.
Take whatever you want.
I love a
It's
buffet.
full buffet.
I'm a leg man.
Are you? I
I'm a
thought you-
chicken.
I'm a breast lady.
Yeah, right.
A juicy breast.
And you see, the breast can go a little bit.
You know what?
Nothing like a
Don't mind a
dry,
wing.
firm breast
I
in the
love a wing.
buffet.
I don't like eating meat off the bone.
Oh,
it
yeah.
reminds me too much of an animal.
What about when you get a bit of cartilage in the?
Forget
in the
about it. That'd put me off chicken for a month.
Or the rogue little bone.
And if
No.
you're
There's
in
a
a box
toothpick.
like last night, you just spit it into the napkin.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
What sides? No.
anyway.
Anyway, what sides do they
like
have?
an iceberg lettuce, a little
They would have had potatoes.
a freckle salad.
Do they have little potatoes?
They didn't have any potatoes.
No potatoes.
What's the carbs? What's like?
I can't remember. I don't think
He wasn't looking at them. There would have been bread rolls
Anyway,
and
it was
stuff.
more about the halftime fare,
Oh.
and there was party pies, sausage rolls, and scones.
Scones.
yum.
Scones.
Always scones at halftime.
Jam and cream?
It is Melbourne Football Club.
Oh, of course,
Cheese
yeah.
plates
Jam
and
and
scones.
cream.
Can't beat
Absolutely.
it.
And they had the two variations: the traditional scone and the Povo date ones.
No one wants that.
Remember we spoke to Track about like the food at the G changing depending on who's playing?
Yeah, no, but scones, party pies, and sausage rolls are a staple.
Last night was a Carlton home game. Can you imagine all the pasta?
Oh,
Pizza
yeah,
that we could have had.
would have been great.
Oh,
Can I also apologise on
Yes.
behalf of one of my best friends? His name's Nick. He's a mad Melbourne supporter, and he got invited down onto the field by
What?
someone he works with, like before the game. He
Right.
sent me a photo. He was on the field.
was he a mascot?
He looked great. He had his
Was he
scuff-
holding the player's hand
That's
as
what
they
I
ran
said.
through the banner?
What are you doing? Down there to get a couple of high fives or
Yeah.
hold the banner? Anyway, you know my friend Nick.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, Lauren, it was so awkward." As I went to walk off, they go down the race or something to get back to their seats. These kids were asking them to sign their jerseys, and he just
They
panicked.
thought he was a player.
Well, he just panicked and signed it.
And
I was
no
like,
offence to Nick, but
he don't look like a
he
footy
don't
player.
look like a footy player.
He signed it. I was like, you can't do
no.
that. And he said, I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to break their hearts and say no and be the mean guy.
So tomorrow or today they're at school going, who's
Nick Carr. Yeah.
Champion full
What number's
forward.
he? Yeah.
Champion.
I reckon they thought he was a legend of the game, like 10 years ago.
Hey guys, there was also there was a beautiful moment in the stands at the halftime break.
Yeah.
Don't.
we're going to dive into it a little bit
Is
later
it
on in the
Taylor
show.
Swift love story, yes?
And
It has a Taylor Swift theme and
Oh.
a very happy ending.
the people that were involved are going to join us after 7 o'clock
Oh,
this
don't.
morning.
This makes me
Lauren?
anxious. Am I going to hate it?
Make sure those palms will be sweating.
Oh.
All right, it is just gone 6:30. We're going to check your run to work. Latest in news next, and then I've been invited to join the neighbours for something.
What,
Not
swinging
the
Sally?
swinger, Sharon,
Swing and Sharon
has invited you to a
has
party.
invited me to join her to do something.
Get the car keys ready.
We'll go there next.
They're cutting the speed limit to 30 Ks.
30?
You could walk faster.
The e-scooters go 20.
Exactly.
You could actually walk faster.
Like, it's
Do you
ridiculous.
reckon you could walk faster than
Why?
run faster than 30 kilometres an hour?
Well, it's a trial. It's all about safety, I guess.
I reckon I could get to 30. I don't think I could maintain it.
The
Oh, no.
City of Yarra are doing some really cooked things at the moment.
But you can't even drive faster than that anyway because of the traffic. So who cares?
Well, good luck driving and trying to get around the bins because everyone's got 4 bins now in the city of Yarra.
I'm
so
sorry,
it's like
30
an obstacle
kilometres
course.
is
Why?
ridiculous.
Is it 30 kilometres?
It's just a safety trial.
Oh, God.
Sorry, talk to me though. Are there lots of big accidents happening at 40 kilometres an hour?
Yeah, she's got you
I
there.
couldn't
Most
tell
of
you.
them
That's
would be
probably a
at
question
high
for
speeds, I
the
would have thought.
TAC. I don't know.
Get them on the phone.
I don't
Get
have
'em-
don't have
30
the intel there. I just
kilometres
read
an
it off the computer.
I've just had an idea.
What? Man versus car? The ultimate speed test.
No.
Oh.
Let's get Lauren to run for local council.
Oh.
hour.
Do you know what? She'd get in. Do you know why?
I couldn't think
Because
of anything
she'd
worse
get lots
than-
of sympathy votes.
Why would I get sympathy votes?
Yeah. Well, people would find it funny. And
That's
they'd
not
be like,
sympathy
You'd
votes.
have good
That's an
support.
amusement vote.
We'll get Chris Hemsworth down there without his shirt on handing out pamphlets.
How to vote cards. Vote 1, Phillips.
I would.
Vote 1.
Can I?
Clean up the streets.
Okay. What's
I
the
would
first thing that you would do?
literally- What, as a counsellor?
Yes.
She'd throw a celebration party.
You can put anything in any bin whenever you want.
Yeah!
And the bins get picked up every day.
Yeah!
Have a house party on a Wednesday if you want. I dare you.
Oh, got
Fill
my
up your
vote.
bottle bin, chuck it out, and it'll get. If your bin's on the curb, it'll be empty by the time you get home.
Oh, I love this.
Okay,
Who's
now
paying
I'm
for
quite
it?
into it. We are the council.
The cancel.
What else am I going to do?
What about liquor licenses? They're quite strict in
Everyone can have them.
Okay.
Okay, all righty.
24 hours.
Oh, okay, the wheels are off.
No? Okay, not 24 hours a
How
day.
about you work on the policy? I can
poli-
see her driving around in a little van with a big speaker on the top. Vote for me, Lauren Phillips. A vote for me is a vote for freedom.
Yeah, what else would we do? I'm into this now. What else would we do? We, guys, because you will be my deputy councillors.
You'd roll out a couple of public holidays for the area.
One a month at least.
Oh, that's not local government. That's
All right.
state government.
Oh,
Do you wanna-
okay.
you should-
Let's not
you
get
should-
technical,
you should
Clint.
go-
Just so you know, this isn't a real thing.
You should go.
I'm not really
You should go
running
to
for
Spring
council.
Street. Well, if Sam Groth can do it, you can do it.
Oh, it's the fun police. Pull over. Hey, it's just gone
Also,
6:45.
I couldn't think of anything worse than being in council or parliament or government or whatever the bloody hell it's called.
You don't rock up for meetings here. Imagine you're rocking up for those.
Politics.
How's that politics degree going, by the way?
RMIT would be very proud of me right now when they majored in politics.
I got some amazing neighbours. I got Andrew the footy nuffy, who will not be in a good mood today.
Why?
Massive
He's
D's
D's.
fan. Massive D's fan.
So does he vent?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, you can't win them all.
I'm actually
Can't.
I'm in a betting syndicate with him, and I was supposed to put the bet on last night.
But you didn't?
I didn't.
Well, that's good because
I'm
you
hearing
saved the money.
Yep. I got the Croatians across the road.
Love
Oh, yeah,
the
we love the
Croatians.
Croatians.
That's the long-term game to get into the will.
Okay, stop saying that.
And then I've got Sharon next door.
The swinger.
No, that's unconfirmed.
Swinging Sharon.
We just call it Swing Sharon.
Oh,
Yep.
so sorry, she's not a swinger. We just call her swinging Sharon.
Yeah,
Oh, my apologies, Sharon.
unconfirmed. She popped,
Suspected swinger.
she popped over the other day with a vino. I was on the driveway playing basketball with the kids.
Was your wife home?
No.
Sharon pops over a lot when Lou's not home
No.
with a bottle of wine.
It was in the front.
I love Sharon.
It was in the.
Sharon married?
Yes.
Sharon's husband home?
Yes. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, there's a few holes in this story already.
I love Sharon so much. Sharon she should be a neighbours. She would be pacing up and down Ramsey Street with a bottle
She
of
really would
Chardonnay
be.
on a
She
Wednesday
really would be.
afternoon looking for friends.
So she's popped over. I'm on the front
Love
driveway.
her.
Kids are playing basketball. She came in for a little afternoon vino.
Did she bring like her own plastic cups?
No,
Or
she had a glass and was like, "Hey, do you want one? I'll go back to the house and get you one."
Oh yeah, great.
No,
I
mate.
love her.
She's just
Wait,
walking
what
on the
day?
street
What
with a
day?
bottle and a glass.
Yeah, I love this. What day? What day was
Howdy,
it?
neighbour.
Was it a weekday or a weekend?
You want one?
It was Sunday. Sunday. Sunday.
time?
5 p.m.
Oh, knock yourself out, Sharon. Probably a second bottle.
And that's when she informed me, would I like to join her and her girlfriend
Gets better, yeah.
next weekend, this coming weekend? They're going to get together for some vinos and then get out the chainsaw and trim their bushes.
She's looking for a token man.
So,
Hang on.
yeah, so she said,
I don't think Sharon should have vinos and operate a chainsaw.
which is exactly what I said, Lauren. I'm like, I actually think it should be the other way around. She goes, well, my friend wants to start this little group, but we all get together on a weekend
And
with a few
we
Chardonnays.
And we prune our
and then we
bushes.
share power tools and clean up the yards. And I'm like, oh, I don't
It's a
think.
terrible idea,
That's
Sharon.
what I said. I'm
Why
like,
don't you do the yards and then have the vinos?
Exactly.
This is going to end in a current affairs story.
Thank you very much.
Sharon thought it would be a good idea to exchange power tools and Chardonnays.
Here's Sharon now with no limbs. Like,
Yeah, no, that's not going to end well.
exactly.
Okay, Sharon.
I mean, the blower would be fine. You
Can't
could use
swing.
that.
Can't swing.
You could use the blower after a few shardies. Did she ask you to have a turn on the blower?
No, she didn't ask me to
Did she?
blow. So she does vinos and chainsaws. That's her new group.
Great.
We were once part of
That sounds like a psychopath.
it. Oh, God, you really turned on her quickly.
Yeah, the group chat, vinos and chainsaws.
Yeah. The other is when we were living in Brisbane, we used to have these two boys live around the corner, Ro and Dave. Love them. They're the godparents of one of our kids.
Yep.
Beautiful couple. On Wednesdays, we used to have wine watch. So we would go out, this is pre-kids, we would go out for dinner on a Wednesday night and have a few vinos. And we'd, in rather neighbourhood watch, we called it wine watch. And that was our dinner to share all the goss on the other neighbours.
Yeah, I love that.
each of us have got.
Instead of neighbourhood watch.
Exactly.
Love that.
Wine watch. So it'd be like, do you know what Debbie's doing in number 2?
That's very good.
Yeah, we've got the tarts in my street.
Right. And what do
we're
you
all
guys
on
do?
a Oh, we talk about everything in the street, in the neighbourhood. We know what's going on.
Right.
We look out for one another.
You part of any groups?
Palmer Nation.
Palmer Nation.
Yeah, Palmer
What's
Nation.
Palmer Nation?
Palmer Nation is basically if you sample a good Palmer, you upload the photo, you give the instructions, the
To your
price,
mates?
and it's basically a database. We keep a database of the best Palmers.
Oh, I
Palmer
quite like
Nation.
that. Can you put me in the group chat?
No,
There's a few hoops
can't
you need
just-
to
you
jump
can't-
through.
Yeah.
There's a
This is another-
qualification
Well, this
process.
is like the tarts in our area. They're not just in our area. They're just on our street.
Right.
And we've got a girlfriend who's moved in 2 streets away, and she's like, "Can we be in the group chat?" And we're all like,
You're not in the street.
No, you got to live in the street.
All right, 13,
It's not a wider neighbourhood chat. It's a street chat.
13 24 10. You're right. I can't just have anyone coming around
No.
drinking a vino and operating power saws.
Absolutely not.
13 24 10. What group are you a part of?
Oh, yeah.
We got Palmer Nation, we got Wine Watch, we got vinos and chainsaws, and we got the tarts.
And what are the politics around getting into the group?
Oh, yeah.
Because there are politics.
Are
Once-
is there still the steak night club here, Brody? Are
Sounds
you,
like you've been kicked out.
Yeah, no, I was never invited.
I'm actually in the Steak Night group. Brody only came once, so he's not a fully fledged member of Steak Night.
How often is the steak night group happening?
We work on once a fortnight, but people work in different jobs and different shifts now. It's kind of a pause has been put on Steak Night, so we're actually going to flip it up and go for a Sunday roast soon.
What did he say?
He said Sunday roast
Right,
soon.
gotcha.
Pause on the steak night.
The accent just
I
kills
know.
me. 13 24 10 is our number. What group are you a part of? Give us a ring. I got free stuff to go in return. 13 24 10. What group are you a part of? Melbourne, let's go to the phones.
Let's go to Sarah in Hyatt. Good morning. What group are you a part of?
I'm part of a Stitch and Bitch.
Stitch and Bitch. What happens at Stitch and Bitch?
I live near Hyatt. Can I be a member of Stitch and Bitch?
Oh, absolutely. We always take new members.
Okay.
So it's actually my ex's mum and all of her girlfriends. We get together, we have a few wines, we crochet, and we talk shit about everything.
Has it got a WhatsApp?
Yeah,
And it's called Stitch and Bitch?
yeah.
Love
Okay.
that.
All
What
right.
are you crocheting?
We've done like spider webs. I usually do like pants, but the ladies are a little bit more reserved.
You do
so
pants?
they do like bags. Yeah,
You're crocheting a whole pair of pants?
yeah.
Are you any good or are you really there just there for the bitching?
I'm a little bit of both.
Right, okay. 13 24
Crocheting
10.
pants? That would take quite some time, I imagine.
Well, there's a lot of goss they need to share, Lauren. 13 24 10. What group are you a part of in Melbourne?
Let's go to Thomas in Point Cook. Good morning. What group are you in?
How you going?
Doing well.
So I am in a group chat with all my friends. It's been going on for about 10 years now. I think there's about 10 people in it. But over the years, people were getting annoyed when we were talking about certain chats, like
Yep.
certain topics, should I say.
Right.
So over time, we've created, I think it's over 115 individual chats.
Oh, no, too much.
No,
Too much.
No.
I've got friends that do this too, and they're like, oh, we've got like this wider group, like our
No.
little Byron crew of friends, and they're like, oh, no, we're going
you can name most topics, and we most likely have it covered with the.
There you
Yeah,
go. Nah, too many topics.
God.
We've
so you got
like
splinter groups.
yeah, like
Yeah.
breakaway groups. So like
Oh.
we've got this crew. We're all pretty close mates in Byron, and when we lived up there. But instead of just being in that group chat, oh, it's someone's birthday, we're doing this. They'd be like, we'll start a new one because some people can't come. I'm
No.
like, well, just don't engage in the chat about the birthday if you can't
It's
come.
like the kids' basketball.
We're not starting a new group.
Here's the basketball group, and it's the coaches' chat, and there's the team
nah.
managers'
Yeah,
chat.
how many have you got on mute? I've got a few on
I'm
mute.
mute.
Oh, I left to lose family chat.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't
Did
know
you
it
leave?
Yeah,
Why
I didn't
didn't you
know it
just
comes
leave?
up. Jason Hawkins
Should've
has left the family
family.
chat. God, apparently that blew up. 13 24 10 is our number to join us on the air. What group are you a part of?
Naya from Pakenham, good morning.
Hi.
You belong to a group with benefits, I
Hello.
believe. Hello.
Yeah, so I belong to a beauty maintenance group.
Oh.
So one person does hair, one person does nails, one person does eyelash extension, and waxing and massage. And we kind of just use a barter system and be like, if I want to go get my nails done, then I'll do her hair.
That's
Oh,
a
so you all
bloody.
do it for each other for free?
Just book each other in.
That
Oh
is
my
a
God, it's
great idea.
Beauty chat. I love that.
That's really good.
That's really
hey,
good.
Naya, Lauren needs her makeup done for the Mother's Day lunch we've got today.
You got a makeup
chance?
artist?
No, we don't. That's what we're missing. But we're all pretty good on our own, so it's fine. But
Yeah, no, we need
Nails,
to make a bonus.
Lauren?
Sorry, what's wrong with me doing my own face?
You said yesterday, I need to get my makeup done.
No, I didn't.
Someone in there have a mower for grooming? Like, is
For
there-
you? No, you can't say, oh, my husband needs some grooming.
Holly in Carrum Downs, what's the go? What group are you a part of?
Dim Sims for life.
Sorry?
Dim
Sims
for life.
Yep, Dim Sims for life.
Holly, talk to us. Where is the best dim sim in Melbourne?
Oh, there's so many different ones, but the biggest one that everyone is going on about is the South Melbourne
Yeah.
Dim Sim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you can't go past the South Melbourne
it's the
market.
best.
Yeah. I got a mate of mine who started a full online campaign. It's taken off now in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And he basically now for a living reviews fish and chip shops.
Good.
So he
He
posts,
gets paid to do it.
so he posts the photo of. So you go in and he just gets the same order at each one.
Oh, yeah, you gotta-
standard fish and chips. So
Yep.
then that way he'll do like the chip ratio to the fish, the quality of fish.
Potato
How
cakes.
good.
No. Same order
Just
every time.
fish and chips.
Just fish
Just
and
Oh, no,
chips.
you got it.
and
You-
chips.
You got to put a potato cake in there. That's at every fish and chip shop. You have to throw that in.
Yeah.
So-
And
well,
a
you-
dim sim.
Tell him.
Maybe a crab stick too.
Absolutely not.
I told you over there. Remember, it's weird. It's a weird little
Oh,
country.
they crumb the fish, don't they? Or is it Queensland?
No. It's,
Also a weird country,
it's
Queensland.
it's combined. It's a fish and chip shop and a Chinese takeaway.
And talk to me about the curry sauce they have
What?
on all their
So
Chinese
you
takeaway.
can, like, I could ring up and go, can I get 2 pieces of battered flake and a lemon chicken?
Every fish and chip shop has Chinese.
90%.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
Cutting out on rent.
Is it the Chinese community that have taken over the fish and chip shop
Maybe.
community?
Maybe the Chinese community are running all the normal.
2 birds, 1 stone. I'd love that when
It's
you
quite
can't
a
decide.
combo, isn't it?
It's very odd.
A fish and chip, a potato cake, and a lemon chicken.
I don't think I want all that
Nah.
mixing in the same deep fryer.
Nah.
Isabella on 13 24 10. What group are you a part of?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
I'm in a group called Cookie Cutter Identification.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh
please
my
explain.
gosh, I've seen this on Facebook.
What is it?
Yeah. So basically, you've got these cookie cutters. People post a picture of the cookie cutter, and then people reply. They've drawn in pictures of what they think it might be, or even just taking it.
What do you mean,
So-
cookie
so
cutter?
you
Like
get
an
a
actual
picture of
cookie?
something.
So you see a photo of like a cookie cutter. It's just like the outline of something, but people have them and they're like, what is this
Are you
supposed to
talking about like little metal things? That,
Yeah, like that. So then they're like, what is this supposed to be? Like, I can't work out what shape this is supposed to be.
And that's a group?
And then you decorate it accordingly.
Oh,
But
that's-
people are like, oh, you could make it into this or you could make it into that. I don't know why I'm in
That's a hard no.
Are you
for
in the
me.
group?
That's a
No, actually, I was sort of leaning more towards WhatsApp groups, but on Facebook, I'm on some weird ones. There's one called, it's called like Free Photoshop, and people upload a photo of them, like they might be at Disneyland or whatever, and they're like, hey guys, could you cut everyone else out of the background? Or like this girl put one up the
people-
other day saying, I need a professional headshot. I love this photo of me, and it's her in a bar with a martini. And she's like, could someone make this more professional and remove the martini? And like,
Trust you to be in a Photoshop group.
oh, it's so no, but people, it's so funny. People go like edit these photos. Some of them look amazing, and some of them just take the piss.
Are you in Kmart air fryer recipes?
Oh, yeah,
I
baby.
am not in Kmart.
Oh, well, you're not
Oh,
living.
Yeah,
You
need to
are not living.
qualify.
But
You need to
I don't. I'm
qualify.
told you, I'm not into the air
It's a strict
fryer.
process to get in.
It is.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Paul's in a snake group, and he's obsessed with it.
Oh, can you add me? I'm
People
obsessed
identify
with snakes.
and he once made a snake in pant gag and nearly
Sorry,
got kicked out.
people who identify as snakes.
No. They put up photos, and people have to identify the snake. Like, I
Oh.
found this in my backyard, or I found this here.
Jesus.
No, not people who he doesn't
You know what,
identify
guys? We
as
all
a
need to
snake.
get out more.
I identify as a cobra.
Oh, bad weather for walk to school day. International walk to school day today.
Yes, it is.
I'll grab a
Happy
poncho.
walking.
Yep.
Put your,
right.
put your rain jackets on and off you go.
Hey, thanks to our mates at Bank West, we have $1,000 up for grabs if you would like to play Technology Takeover. We give a old school piece of old school tech to my 10-year-old son. He'll describe what he's holding. If you can work it out, $1,000 is yours.
Pretty simple.
All thanks to Bank West. Keep track of your money with Bank West's genuinely useful app. Consider if it is right for you. App terms and use apply. 132410 to play that. And yes, the news is out. We have a mini Bieber on the way.
We've got a baby. He's talked a bit about wanting to have a baby. Not just wanting to have a baby, but he wants to have a whole tribe of babies,
have
Justin Bieber.
I'm going to have as many as Haley is wishing to push out. I'd love to have myself a little tribe, but yeah, it's her body and whatever she wants to do.
Oh, I love Hailey and Justin Bieber. Congrats to those guys.
It's nice to hear that he's well because he's had a few health struggles
Yeah,
recently as
he
well.
has.
So
And they put up a beautiful little slideshow photos with she's dressed all in white and they're posing, holding the baby bump. It's very sweet.
would you do a video for your pregnancy?
What do you mean when I do a
Like
video of
how
giving
they
birth?
posed? Like they posed, he
Oh,
was
like
rubbing
the
his stomach,
announcement?
the announcement video.
Probably not.
We're going to need a field for you to be in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Paul and I in a field?
Him rubbing
my belly. Okay, all right, that's enough from you, thank you. Why would it be so funny, Clint?
You just wouldn't do it. Not in a million years.
Dressed in a veil like Hailey Bieber.
I'm happy to get my belly out in the field if you want to get a photo on the
You look
weekend.
similar to Hailey Bieber if you just put a little veil on your head right now, actually. Rub that belly, Buddha.
Keep track of your money with Bank West's genuinely useful app. Consider it right for you. App terms of use apply. Jason Lauren's Technology Takeover.
Here we go.
All
Thanks to our mates at Bank West. Cheeky $1,000. God, this would up your weekend, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? Now we've got Felix, your 10-year-old son, who's looked at some items of tech from our heyday, Jace.
Yep.
And he's describing them. If you can work out exactly what he is talking about, what item of tech it is today, $1,000 in your back pocket going into the weekend. Have a listen.
Where were you when you saw one of these?
What is it?
We're at an Airbnb when we saw one of these, weren't we?
Yeah, we were at Rye.
Yeah. Yep. Describe what it is.
So it's in a case. It has a resting place for a circular thing. It has a metal thing in the middle, metal cylinder in the middle. There's a metal arm on the right and like a frisbee on the left. And there's some dials. I think you put a giant CD on it.
A giant CD on it. Did he? I love the way Felix describes things. There's a resting place for a circular thing.
We
How
checked into
sweet.
an Airbnb and it had one of these.
They're back.
And it kept the kids busy, I reckon, for half a day.
Oh, they had to go?
Oh, mate, they were going through the whole collection.
They're absolutely back.
They trusted you with the collection?
I did think that. I was like, oh, this could be decoration in the
Any good
Airbnb. Yeah, there was like some classics.
We've got one. One of
Really?
these in our bar.
Do you? That's
Never,
cool.
ever used it. But it is there and it looks good.
It looks good.
Let's go to the phones.
Eve from Burwood. Are you still in bed, Eve?
Oh, stop it. Don't tell everybody.
Get it,
Eve?
Queen.
Yeah.
Get out of bed, you lazy.
She's got the day off, it says here. She's still in bed. Are
What
you
do you- what do
listening
you
to the
do for a
radio
living,
in
Eve?
bed, drinking a coffee?
I work in insurance, really boring, but I get every second Friday off,
Oh,
and I am still in bed, and I'm loving it.
You know
on you,
what? It's
Eve.
cold and wet. Why wouldn't you stay in bed? I went to bed, Eve, at 7:05 last night. It was pouring with rain. I climbed into bed and I thought, this is living.
Are you single, Eve?
Newly single, yes.
Oh.
Ouch, yes.
I was going to say, if you're...
Thanks for asking, Jace.
sorry, I
What
was
are you
gonna-
going to do?
No, I was going to say, if you're lying in bed at the moment, right, you should turn the lights off and you got the radio playing, and if we don't speak and just Clint speaks, it'll sound like it'll feel like they're in bed together. Is the radio on your right or left?
It's on my left.
Okay, talk
Okay,
to
right.
Eve.
Okay, so you should move to the right side of the bed then.
Okay.
So it'll
Okay,
sound like
okay,
Clint's
okay.
lying next
Okay.
to you. Okay, so
Go
turn the lights
Oh,
off.
cool. Okay,
Tell me when the lights are off.
all done.
Okay, so the room's dark. You're just lying in bed.
Yep.
Morning, honey.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is creepy. I agree. Even I felt
I had
dirty.
so much more to offer.
Okay, go. What else have you got to say?
Shh, back.
In the morning.
What do you want for breakfast?
Why are you whispering?
Because she's half asleep.
God, I'd love that if someone did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make me some porridge, please.
Some porridge.
Hey,
Jeez.
guys, this is gross.
This
I'm
is
off.
not
This is
it.
gross.
Yeah, this is not. Okay, lights back on.
What is Eve on the phone for again? Oh, the
Okay.
takeover. Right. Sorry, Eve. Congratulations on being newly single. Hopefully that's working out for you. Let's see if we can put $1,000 in your back pocket for the weekend.
Eve, what do you think the tech is?
Porridge.
Oh, it is hands down a record player.
You got it.
Eve.
$1,000, Eve.
Get it, Queen.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful. Thanks for joining me in bed.
Oh,
Oh, it's been a
jeez.
pleasure
Whoa,
and a
Whoa.
privilege.
Are you going to stay in
Eve.
bed all day?
Yeah.
No, I'm all energized now. I'll get up now.
Okay.
Good on you. What are you going to do on the weekend? How are you going to spend the cash?
It's getting cramped in here.
Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping my kids will be spoiling me. But
Oh, for Mother's
we'll see how we
Day.
go.
Oh.
You deserve that, Eve.
Well-
Don't tell them you won $1,000. Make sure you spend it on yourself.
Congratulations.
How about this? There were 4 in
The
the
bed and the little one said, roll over. Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy.
Fun fact about that song.
Fun
What's that?
fact.
Oh, fun fact about that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
My friend Nick loved Avril Lavigne, and once I was in his car and I said, I hate Avril Lavigne. And he made me get out and walk home, and he drove next to me playing Avril Lavigne so loud with all the windows down.
Good on him. I like that guy more and more every day.
What's just slow crawl playing
he
Skater
drove-
Boy?
yeah, he played all Avril Lavigne songs and just drove next to me while I walked.
That's so good.
How good was being in your 20s?
Absolutely. You're on the air with Jason Lauren. Clint's here for the newsroom as well. We're doing it thanks to our mates at What If. It is Aussie for Travel.
Jason Lauren, it's Friday, which means weekend today time, Saturday and Sunday. I know you both tune in 7 to 10
I don't
on the
tune
9
in.
Network.
I don't tune in all morning, but we always have it on.
Oh,
Like,
you
as soon
do?
as I don't wake up at 7 to watch you, but I roll over. This is how sexy my house is on a weekend. I roll over and I look at my fiance Paul and he says, "Shall we put Clint on?"
Yeah.
And I
See,
go,
what I do?
"Yeah, let's do it."
I walk out and all the kids are sitting there watching Bluey, and I turn that off and put the Today Show
Oh,
on.
that's a power
And
move.
it goes down a treat.
Yes, but then you see Clint
Get
doing
him
things,
off,
things
they
like last
say.
weekend when he was in his singlet top doing Pilates.
Oh, yeah.
Did you go on national TV and you sing?
Yeah, I was in my strong Pilates singlet top doing Pilates. We also tackled a big issue last weekend. We spoke to a fella by the name of Dom Whiting. Now, for those playing at home, Dom Whiting is an international DJ.
Oh.
He basically rose to prominence during lockdown because he would put his DJ decks on a bike and he'd ride through city streets around
In
the
what
UK.
country? Oh,
in the UK,
yeah.
and people just started following him.
That's
so he'd have
sick.
DJ decks
Oh,
on his bike.
Sorry, time out, guys. We discussed this yesterday. We're too old to be saying words like, that's sick.
Sick one.
I apologise. I retract my comments.
That's marvellous.
So he's drum and
Splendid.
bass, a
At
drum
your
and
age.
bass DJ, and funny you should say sick because it was
I didn't.
it was my language which has since made me the source of great embarrassment right the way around the world.
Yeah, it was just really great.
Hey Dom, what kind of beats are you dropping?
Drum and bass.
So he's
Hey,
gone
Dom.
and posted it on his Instagram.
What kind of beats are you dropping?
And then you giggle like a dweeb, and Jane retracts into herself and goes,
Yeah, it was just really great.
Hey Dom, what kind of beats are you dropping? So I've been tagged in this video and had it sent to me countless times. It exploded last night, and I'm like, what have I done? What have I said?
Oh, when you're sitting on the couch and that comes up, ding, ding, that
The
you've
comments.
been mentioned a
I'm
lot.
like,
guys,
hang
I got
hang
the comments.
What on earth has prompted this sort of react? Yeah, what are the comments?
I'll tell you what it is.
Let's run through them. This is attached to the video that's
I
gone
also
viral.
love people's Instagram names. Yovbex says, these reporters think they're so cool, but they're actually the definition of cringe. Bullion says, old conservative white people trying to be hip never gets old, does it? Earthlander said, wow, that reporter must have been real cool in high school.
This is great.
Vazix AU.
Vazix.
Yeah, well, he really ripped in. Our news reporters are such numpties. Man thinks he's so relevant and funny saying, what beats are you dropping? And then going,
Vazix. Get a good username.
I'd
fool.
Well, this one's got a good username. This is from Your Mum's Your Dad.
Sounds legit.
And Your Mum's Your Dad says, that reporter's definitely a Swiftie. Well, you know what, Your Mum's Your Dad? He is a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie from way back.
He ain't no beatboxer. He's a Swiftie.
Australian reporters discovering drum and bass for the first time, it's titled, and I am now like that
What
video.
What about Parkfit? He couldn't be more square if he tried.
That video.
Square. What a term.
Oh,
Remember that at school?
yes.
Oh, he's a square. You're a square.
Stop trying to be cool.
Well,
Stop trying to be cool.
Well, you need to too. It's time you two act your
Come for the
age.
guy that said it was sick, all right?
Don't say sick. Don't say, what beats are you dropping?
It is.
Anyway, more of that.
Can you
Weekend today,
impersonate-
7 to 10
Oh.
on the 9 Network.
Looking forward
Can
to
you
it.
do Clint's laugh, how he laughed? What beats are you dropping?
Clint from the newsroom was at the G last night to watch the D's go down
Yeah.
to the Blues.
Something
by a point.
special actually went down last night.
Was it Christian Petrarca's 5 goals?
Well, that was magical. But it was more so at half time.
When they bought out the scones and...
Party
No,
pies,
Not even
sausage
that.
rolls.
Something even more sensational, and it happened in the stands. And at this time, Taylor Swift was reverberating around the MCG. People were singing. But then on the scoreboard, on the big screen, some cameras shot up into the stands, and all of a sudden there was a fella on one knee.
Oh.
It was
By the way, these two here, Josh and Emily, you wouldn't believe it. Josh got down on bent knee and proposed to the lovely Emily. What a spot to do it at the MCG.
Oh, the crowd cheering and roaring. That's so good.
It was so nice, and she said yes, and even
thank
better,
goodness.
we have tracked them down this morning. Emily and Josh, newly engaged, Carlton supporters. I mentioned the Carlton Footy Club won, and these two won also. Congratulations, legends.
Hey!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh my gosh. Joshua, first of all, had you planned it with the AFL or the MCG? How did you make that work?
Yeah, I reached out to Carlton Footy Club and
Oh.
they responded to my email, so that was pretty good.
Oh, how nervous were you? I mean, proposing is already, a lot of men say, the most nerve-wracking thing you'll ever
sorry.
do.
I think guys that go into a proposal who really think it could go either way are idiots and shouldn't do it.
No,
you
but
only do
still.
it when you're like, you know.
But still, you're nervous, right? And then you're doing it in front of all those people at the MCG.
Yeah, I was really nervous. My legs were shaking. I didn't think I'd be able to get on my knee. But, yeah, it was really good.
And were you sure she was going to say yes?
Yeah, I knew she would 100%.
Hey, Josh, just between you and I, what was more exciting, the proposal or the 1 point victory? Because she was a good game, mate.
It was pretty close for both of them, to be honest.
Hey, let's bring in Emily. Congratulations, Emily. You're now
Thanks,
newly
guys.
engaged. He's put a ring on it.
Yeah.
What was the moment like?
Finally. It was really good. I think I'm still in shock, to be honest. It's been a bit overwhelming, but it was really good.
I love the reaction. Yep, finally.
How long have you been
How
together?
long have you been together, guys?
We're nearly 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah, right.
And Emily,
yeah.
did you have any idea that this was coming? Because so many of my girlfriends have had huge arguments with their partners on the day they propose because they're acting weird, they're being strange, they don't want you to go near their phones or look in their, touch anything that's theirs.
No, he actually played it off really well. I think I had my whole family lying to me for about 3 weeks, and I'm surprised I didn't pick up on it, to be honest. And I didn't see him. He said he had to do overtime at work, so I didn't see him until later that night. But I had no clue.
Oh, my gosh.
Any
very
plans
sweet.
for the wedding, guys? Are we going to maybe get married at half time on grand final day this year?
I have to think about it. I don't know about that one. He's saying hopefully, but I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, right. Well,
Did you stay and watch the rest of the game? I would have been like, let's
oh,
get out
yeah,
of here.
you couldn't focus on the game then.
Yeah. Well, Josh was really focused, and then I don't think I watched anything after the halftime.
Did you
to
just
be
stare at
honest.
your new sparkler?
And get on the phone.
And did the people around you get around you? Like, I know at the Taylor Swift concerts, when everyone gets down on one knee during Love Story,
Oh, yeah,
everyone
yeah.
is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening.
It was really good. Me and him actually walked out to just have a breather, And then we had like hundreds of people keep coming up to us, congratulating us. So, yeah, it was really good and the squad's been really great.
And because it was put on the big screen and streamed on the telly, is your phone blowing up?
I've had people message me that I haven't spoken to in ages.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Message me, my boss has messaged me, but, it's been really good.
Hey, Josh, who's your favourite player?
Walsh.
Sam Walsh. Maybe give him a gig. Best man.
Oh, the MC.
That would be crazy.
Hey, guys, look, congratulations from everyone here at Nova. And I'll tell you what, let's get in early with a nice wedding present. We'll hook you up with a red balloon $500 voucher so you can go and treat yourselves and do a nice, unique experience, all right?
Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that.
No worries at all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I hope you don't win another game all season.
Hey, show your mum you truly know her this Mother's Day with a unique Red Balloon gift experience. Email instantly, redballoon.com.au. Guys, can we talk public proposals?
You know how I feel about them. They make me so nervous.
Is that because of history or just like...
No, I just... if I saw someone down on one knee proposing near me, I would just walk in the other direction. I would just be so nervous it was going to go
Can I ask you
wrong.
an honest question?
Yeah.
Right. Say if a guy proposed to you and you went into it, if it was in a
happened
public
twice.
setting...
No, I'm into this one.
Wasn't a stretch, this hypothetical. Say if you went into him, but he proposed in a public setting.
I would say yes, even if it was a stranger. I wouldn't want to break their heart in public. We'll talk about this when we get home.
Do not upload the photo.
We need to have a chat in the car.
Hand over your phone, it's confiscated. Don't tell anyone.
13 24 10. How did the public proposal go down?
Well,
might have been a good ending, might have been a tragic ending. Maybe you have witnessed one.
Well, Paul proposed in front of a whole bunch of our friends, which wasn't supposed to be the plan, but then he just panicked and thought, no time like the present.
Yeah.
After 16 margaritas, here we go.
Oh, that'll help.
Oh, where did you do it? It gives me anxiety too, Lauren.
I like, honestly, proposing to... I've broken out in a sweat. For men who have to propose, or women propose these days,
mate.
just the planning, the panic.
I took Lou to this wharf where we had our first date, and I was about to do it, and then a whole bunch of tourists started walking down the wharf taking photos, so I had to sit there and just wait. And Lou was like,
What are we doing?
Let's
Sitting
go
on
to
the wharf?
lunch. And I'm like, well, let's just keep looking at the Opera House. It's such a beautiful structure.
Yeah, panic.
Did you get an audience?
She's like, are you all right? No, I waited for them to go.
You're all such weird. Every one of my friends says that they almost had an argument before the proposal because the guys are such weirdos about it.
we had a
They're
blow
so
up.
nervous.
What about the round of applause once you do it?
No.
13 24 10. Public proposals. How'd it go down?
We're asking what happened during the proposal. A couple got engaged on the big screen at the MCG last
Public
night.
proposals. It was beautiful the moment it went down.
By the way, these two here, Josh and Emily, you wouldn't believe it. Josh got down on bent knee and proposed to the lovely Emily. What a spot to do it at the MCG.
We just spoke to them this morning on Nova, and they're very, very happy.
He was nervous,
Thankfully, 57,000 people watching and many more at home.
Gave me anxiety just watching it.
Photos are beautiful with the beer snake in the background and just like it's just
So good.
All
All right, Jenny from Croydon, you were at an iconic Melbourne place when you got proposed to.
I certainly was.
Where were you?
My ex-husband actually proposed to me, took me on Spirit of Tasmania.
Sorry, hang on. Sorry. Did you just say the Spirit of Tasmania?
He took me on the Spirit of Tasmania boat in Melbourne, Port Melbourne.
Yes.
For a dinner cruise.
Okay, so where did he propose on the boat?
He did, and we were all dressed up, and he had his suit on, and he had a little tape recorder in his pocket with music, and he actually took me over to a quiet corner after dinner and got down on one knee and pressed the button of the tape recorder. The music started playing. I was sitting on it like a chair, and he started to propose, and suddenly this single file of men started coming out the door right next to us. We're outside the men's toilet.
Oh, no.
So, Jenny, have they found your late partner, or is he still lost at sea?
Definitely my late partner, yes.
There's nowhere to go. You're on a boat. You're in the middle of the...
Yeah, but you know what? He's locked you in.
That's like breaking up in a food court.
Can't be doing that.
No, they can't flip out.
Not halfway through your barn me anyway.
No
You'd
way.
finish that before you said no.
plastic tray.
Absolutely, I would.
The Spirit of Tasmania freaks me out.
Oh, Paul was going to do a big Titanic number at the front. I wasn't supposed to tell you.
Paul,
Your partner.
on the Spirit of Tasmania.
We were going to do a surprise
You can't even
wedding.
go outside. It's too
We
rough.
were doing an ad hoc wedding.
People fall out of bed on that thing.
Really?
She's rough. I've been on it a couple of times for TV shows.
Charlotte Berwick. Good morning.
Morning.
Your boyfriend forgot something important.
Yeah, so we were at Melbourne Zoo. We were in the butterfly house, and so everyone was looking, and he proposed with no ring.
Oh, he forgot the ring.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if he'd actually even bought one yet. I think he was just so excited, and I just had to say yes and get out of there before
Oh,
everyone noticed the lack of ring.
It also, you'd be so hot and sweaty and clammy in there. It's cold.
Question.
It's cold.
Quiet.
Question.
And it's quiet. So did everyone turn around and cheer and scare all the butterflies?
Oh, it was dead quiet, and then I'm pretty
no.
sure everyone clapped, but I was like, no, stop clapping, just get me out of here.
So did he get down on one knee and just hold his empty hand in
They
the
had
air?
a butterfly in his hand, probably.
No, yeah, no, he was just down on one knee, and nothing in his hand. Yeah.
Are you married now?
No, ex-boyfriend now.
Oh, thank God.
See you, mate. Ciao.
Probably for the best.
Take him over to-
What would go through someone's mind to go right
Well,
here,
it's
right now?
beautiful in there. The
You know what
butterfly
Lauren would
No,
do?
it's not. It's hot.
Yeah,
It's
it's
sticky. You're
lovely.
humid. You're clammy. Blech.
Lauren would be like, that was lovely, Dale. Hey, we're just going to swing past the
Lions
Yes,
enclosure.
yeah, the lion enclosure. Just walking to the
They
car.
hungry.
Marie in Greendale. Morning, Marie. Public proposal, where was it?
Good morning. My public proposal was over the PA at Target.
Excuse me?
Did you say over the PA at Target?
Were you a customer
Yes,
or an
I know,
employee?
embarrassing, right? No, so that's actually where my husband and I met. We worked together there for about 6
Oh, I like
years.
this. This is cute.
How did it happen?
This is after we had finished there, and he said we had to go there to buy a birthday present. So it was me, him, and his sister. And we walk in, and he stays at the service desk talking to a few people that we used to work with, and his sister took me to the back of the store. And then next thing you know, I hear over the PA, "Attention, please, customers. If there's a Marie in the store, can she please make her way to the front registers where her boyfriend's waiting to propose?"
Oh, no. Were
So
you
you
like,
snuck out.
surely to God there's another Marie in this shop. Surely to
Oh.
God there's another one.
Well, the reason he brought his sister is so she could drag me to the front because he knew there was no way I was going to be doing that on my own.
And so when you went to the
my
front desk, was
God.
he down at the service desk on one knee?
He didn't get down on one knee. He just sort of, I don't even know what he said. It was all a blur.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I obviously said yes. We've been married 16 years.
oh,
Got
how
3
nice.
kids, so
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have
Definitely
a
a
Target
story.
registry for the wedding?
Oh, yes.
no.
Tell you what, you're lucky it wasn't Kmart because they've got the checkouts in the middle of the store. It's very
Hard
hard
to get out.
Oh, I don't know
Why
where
do they
I'm-
have them in
I
the middle of
don't
the
know.
store?
What
And
do they do that?
Oh, stupid.
I think
Why
the,
is that so you can't steal?
Well, I think the idea is to get you back into the middle of the store so you find other things.
Smart. Good business.
So Marie's partner might be like, oh, God, your sister looks all right too. She's in the middle of the store. Like, you know what I mean? You'd look at other items.
What was his sister?
Oh, you could.
So I don't think he was looking
That
at
was
her.
a bad example. Well, congratulations.
Oh, 16 years later.
Love that.
Love that for you.
Here we go. $5,000. One question. It is easy. It's already gone off as well. We've already offloaded 5K this week.
Sharon from Deer Park for $5,000. What was the first country to give women the right to vote?
3. I think it was New Zealand.
Did you say New Zealand?
Yeah.
You just won 5K.
Sharon! It's that easy.
Oh my God, I'm shaking.
Let's do it again.
Okay, let's try and give away $5,000. We're going to Geelong now. Danny, good morning.
Good morning. How are we, guys?
We are good.
Danny, you're a Blues fan. You'd be
Yeah,
up and about
boy.
today.
I'm a bagger. Sorry, Clint. Sorry about that last night, mate.
Very lucky.
Can't win them all.
Very lucky.
Just hold on.
Tell you what, she was a good match. All right, Danny.
Yeah.
You're coming off a win.
Danny
so
boy.
confidence is high. The question
I'm
is,
flying at the moment.
do you want to go an easy question for 50, medium question for 500, or roll the dice and go for 5K?
We'll roll the dice for 5K.
$5,000.
Yeah. God, you can hear the confidence, can't you?
Let's do it, Danny.
I reckon I could have this.
All right.
I like him.
Now listen.
Good on you, Danny.
Listen, I just want to run through the rules here. Lauren's going to ask the question. You have 3 seconds to answer. Danny, if you don't know it, take a guess.
Yeah, will do.
All right? Are you ready to go?
Okay, Danny. For $5,000. What star sign is Kylie Minogue?
3, 2, 1.
Pisces.
He said Pisces. That's, you know what? You got to be in it to win it. She is not a Pisces. She's born on the 28th of May, so it's this month. And she is a Gemini.
Spewing.
Gemini.
Do you like Kylie Minogue?
Do I like Kylie Minogue?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not bad.
Not
She's
bad.
good.
Yeah,
Not
bad.
anymore.
Not bad.
Not anymore.
Hey, Danny, congrats on the win last night, mate. Thanks for giving me the crack.
Nah, too easy, guys. Thank you.
Good on you, buddy.
Well done, Danny. Well done, Danny.
I'll tell you what, I will point out, look, I don't want to be the rule police, but she was right on the buzzer too.
Oh, he got in, didn't he?
Just.
Yep.
All right, it's got to be within the time.
Anyway, that's how easy it is to win. We play every day at 8 o'clock-ish. We're running a bit late today, though.
Yep, I've
Hey,
noticed
coming up next, guys, a very special lady joining us, Elodie Pullen. She has a podcast. She's written a book. She is a super mama. She's here with her little girl, Minnie, who is a bit of a sensation in herself, I would say.
And she joins us right after Taylor and Post Malone.
Our next guest tragically lost her partner, Olympic snowboarder Alex Chumpy Pullen, in 2020. 1 year later, through IVF, she welcomed their miracle child, Minnie, into the world. Now she's a super mum, an author, host of the successful podcast Darling Shine, and founder of the Chumpy Pullen Foundation.
Say, Chumpy would be so proud. Chumpy,
Please welcome to the show the beautiful Elodie Pullen.
Hey, good morning.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me.
That's all right.
We're excited to have you here. Welcome to Melbourne. You're a Gold Coast girl. How are you coping in this Melbourne, beautiful Melbourne morning?
She's rugged up.
It's actually been raining a lot at home though now, so I'm kind of loving the rain and the cold. Actually, surprisingly.
Hey, just before we move on, can you confirm something for us? Mum of the show, Lauren, was up at the Fisher concert on the coast the other day.
How
She
epic
claims
was that?
she didn't get on anyone's shoulders. Can you confirm or deny?
I did not.
Did you not?
I did not. All the other mums did. I did not.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I stayed down too. It was quite hard. People like, get up on my shoulders. I'm like, do not freaking lift me up.
Yeah, no way.
In fact, Lauren was saying walking on the sand was hard enough.
Well, while we're talking about Fisher, we were both there. That show was unbelievable, wasn't it? In his hometown, 40,000 people on the beach.
That was ridiculous. I've seen heaps of shows and that one tops it. Like, I don't know, something to do with being at home and on a beach and that many people just frothing at the same time. I was like, imagine making 30 or 40,000 people just so stoked at
And
the
that
one
happy,
time. Like, unity. It was just so beautiful.
He's just cancelled all his concerts in New York because Chloe Fisher, who's your best friend, who has documented her IVF journey so publicly, is in the hospital potentially in pre-labour. How's she going?
Wow.
So she's just on bed rest at the moment because, you know, she's super busy and, I mean, I think it's just the universe saying slow down.
Yeah.
So Barb and her are both sweet. She's just resting. So the baby
Great
could
news.
come like tomorrow, but it could actually come in 4 weeks. So like it's just all
Right.
very unknown and she's just relaxing. So she's all good.
But everything's all good.
So the book, Elodie, and also the podcast, is it sort of warts and all? Is it like, what does it detail and how important is it for you to sort of articulate that in words?
Yeah, it's honestly like therapy for me. So the podcast, Chloe and I jump on and we get a lot of guests on, but we chat a lot amongst just her and I about like grief and miscarriage and loss and trauma. Like I've obviously lost Chumpy and then I'm doing single motherhood alone. And then, she's had a bunch of miscarriages and really struggled with her fertility. Thank God she's about to, have her beautiful little bundle of joy soon. But we just chat about all the
it's really nice
womanhood kind of things.
So, Elle, for those who haven't read the book, your partner Chumpy, who was a friend of mine, he was just the best bloke in the world. He tragically passed away in 2020, and you've gone on to have your baby together without him through an extraordinary circumstance. Can you just briefly touch on how you managed to create a family together?
Yeah, it's actually crazy. We were trying for a baby I can see Minnie waving through the glass right now. We were...
she was doing the wrap-up signal.
And
all right, okay, come on.
But she looks so much like him too, which is just crazy. I mean, yeah, DNA. But so we were trying for a baby for a while, weren't falling pregnant. We were about to do IVF. So when he passed, we were lucky enough to retrieve his sperm, and I went on 6 months later to actually go and use it. And yeah, I mean, it felt right. I just felt like I need to kind of bring a part of him back and, you know, carry on his legacy. And I'm just like, I couldn't imagine, none of us could imagine our life without
What
her
I
now.
find so extraordinary is like, your head would have been in so many different areas. Like you're going through grief, but also you're trying to create life at the same time. Like, what a roller coaster.
I did have to go through such a roller coaster of emotions, and like 6 months before I kind of went, you know what, I think this is the right thing to do. And it kind of just came to me one day. I went, I have to just do this. And if it works out, like it's meant to be, but I got to make the first appointments and just see, because I was thinking IVF's so hard regardless. Like it probably won't even work out. Like maybe maybe I can't have a baby, because we were trying for like a year and it wasn't working.
And this is your decision, right? But what was the reaction like? Because, people, I know you don't.
Everyone's got their two
Exactly. Everyone wanted to give their 2 bobs worth.
Yeah.
Did that come into your mind at all? Did that play on your mind?
It was a thought, but it wasn't going to define my, like, what I was going to do with my life. And all the people around me and, everyone close to us was just completely backing me and stoked with what we were doing. So it wasn't, like, to be honest, you kind of just need to not care what those people
You're so
think.
courageous in that respect, because it must be daunting having all these voices and opinions. And
I'm really good at, like, blocking out the haters, or, like, say, I just don't read that stuff.
Well, and I think you've just lost your partner. You've been through worse than some troll on the internet telling you what they think.
Yeah,
hey, happy Mother's Day for the weekend.
Thank you. It's actually my birthday on Sunday as well.
Oh.
So a bit of a double whammy there.
Are you loving it? Motherhood?
Yeah, I am loving it. I honestly, like, so cliche, but like I just can't imagine life without it. You know, it's the best thing ever.
We're just comparing war stories because we're both in the terrible 2 stage.
Oh,
it's pretty cute though from the outside.
Gets worse and worse, hey?
But Minnie's
better and better, but worse and worse.
Minnie's become a bit of a superstar in her own right. I mean, you see people floating around festivals.
Bring her in.
Holding pictures of her head at concerts.
Lauren was saying
minis.
Lauren was saying at Fisher's concert, people were holding up like posters with her head on them.
I know, it's bizarre. Hey, baby, come sit here.
You want to say hi?
She's such a cutie.
Why don't you say hello? She's a bit shy.
That's all right.
Do you see so much of Chumpy in her?
I do. I see it massively in the eyes, and actually lately just some of her facial expressions, which is crazy because she can't see well, I don't know, like she's not watching his mannerisms, you know, and sometimes just the way she looks and does things with her face, I'm like, he pulls that face.
Isn't that
so
amazing?
Weird. Yeah.
We're taking a bunch of single mums out for lunch today to celebrate Mother's Day because I suppose you don't think about it until someone you know or love goes through being a single mom, and there's often not that other person, the partner or someone to help celebrate with them or put on lunch for them or give them breakfast in bed. So we're taking a bunch of single moms out on the town. Single moms can be dangerous though, can't they?
Yes, they
on the
can.
champagnes.
Moms are the most dangerous.
But how important is it when you have a child that people need to rally around you, especially if you're doing it on your own?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I would do without like my village that's been around me since day dot. I had friends, as soon as I gave birth, I had friends that would literally, my mum had COVID at the time. She was my birth partner, but then she got COVID. So I had friends that literally stayed at my house for weeks on end, like left their kids at home with their dad and stayed at mine and did all the nighttime duties and showed me what I was doing. How was I feeding in the middle of the night? She had colic and was screaming her head off for hours, and they were there with me. Otherwise, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, and it was my first time and I would have been alone, and just that kind of roller coaster there. I'm so lucky to have the people around me.
Hey, what will you tell Minnie about her dad?
Yeah, I show her videos of him all the time. We listen to his music. We watch like his videos that he has on YouTube. I just tell her stories, like, you know, like he was such a good storyteller and had like so many just funny little quirks about him.
Huh?
And yeah, I show her, like, it's the video, because I think she's at that age where she loves watching a video and interacting with what she can see on the screen. And so, like, videos of Chumpy dancing or whatever, she loves that.
Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, he was an amazing man, your Chumpy, and you are just doing it so well, Elle. I know this has not been easy for you, but you're just such an amazing woman. Your book, the podcast, everything's flying. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
We've got the Chumpy Pullen Gala tomorrow night. I know it's sold out, but that's going to be a pretty special night honouring Chumpy as well.
She just offered Clint and I to come down and serve drinks.
Well, I heard her say, do you guys want to come? Actually, there's no tickets left.
There's room on the staff table
I'll
up the back.
I'll turn my table of which is
What have
already
you got?
extended to
No,
12
you know
into
what?
a 14, and you guys are coming.
We'll be like seat
Sit on my lap.
fillers. We'll be seat fillers at the Oscars. When friends of yours get up to go to the bathroom, Clint and I'll run over and fill the seat.
Yeah.
Hey, Elodie, thank you so much for coming in. Happy Mother's Day and happy birthday for the weekend as well.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Anytime.
by.
Lots of
Anytime.
love.
Friday, heading into a very special weekend. Remember, Sunday,
Is Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Is on Sunday.
You've got it. What day's Mother's Day?
I don't know.
Sunday.
Sunday. It's definitely on Sunday.
We're hosting a very special Mother's Day, single Mother's Day lunch
Yeah.
today.
A
which is gonna
single
be a bit of
Mother's
fun.
Day. We're taking the single moms out and we're pampering them.
You better believe it.
My mum's coming too now.
Oh, God.
So, Liz, if you're listening,
Brody?
save some champagne for the rest of us.
Behave.
Can you pack the tranquilizer gun, please?
No. My
Brody,
mum is
Brody might be
gonna be
Lizzie's
a hoot.
cup of tea.
My mum's going to be a hoot. Anthony
Oh,
Kalia's
yes.
singing, and that's all. She'll have eyes only for Anthony Kalia.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, she loves him.
She does-
Not our
she does
executive
know
producer,
that-
Brody?
She will look straight through him.
Okay.
She does know that
Straight to Anthony
Anthony's
Kalia.
taken.
Yes, she don't care.
She does.
Right,
She
okay.
don't. She don't care.
I think
have
he might have
crack
something to
anyway.
do with it.
I can dance.
You can what?
I'm a very good dancer.
Sorry, I didn't ask for your CV to apply to marry my mother.
I'm like a modern day bald Patrick Swayze.
Well, that's hot, but you are nothing like him.
Where's this come from? What? I can dance.
I'm
My
gonna take her
mother
for a
is
12
happily
today.
married. Thank you very much. Well, she's married. I don't know if she's happily married, but she married.
Right. So that we are doing our single Mother's Day lunch. I also know Mother's Day is a tough time of year for
It
a lot
is,
of people.
yeah.
And this is going to be my first Mother's Day without my mum. Coming up next, I want to do a toast to my mum with a very special drink as well.
I would love that.
All right, well, we're going to do it next here on Nova. Morning. You're on the air with Jace and Lauren. Actually, I'm going to check the weather for Mother's Day.
Look, it was terrible last night, but it's actually not too bad over the weekend. I think it's going to be fairly dry.
Because getting into a cafe and a restaurant can be an absolute bloody nightmare. So the picnic is always the good option.
20 tomorrow, no rain. 18 Sunday, no rain.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Beautiful. Well done, Melbourne.
That's what
That
we
was
want.
definitely Melbourne's. Let me just... Melbourne. Sometimes
Oh.
I'm like dreaming that I'm somewhere else, and then that's still up on the bomb map, and I look at it and I'm like 34. Oh, no, I'm not in far north Queensland.
Can't wait to be sitting in hail on Sunday going, oh, well, we're in the Maldives. So Mother's Day Sunday, great day to celebrate mums.
Big day.
Hats off to the florists as well.
Busy
'cause
weekend.
It's their Super Bowl weekend. It's also an extremely hard time for a lot of people who no longer have their mums.
Mm-hmm.
For us, this will be our first year without my mum, which will be hard. And I've sort of...
Have you thought about it much leading up to Sunday?
No, it was funny. You know, the first time it hit me was on Monday when we started doing our Mother's Day lunch, and we're giving it away on the air. And I was like, oh, and it sort of just hit me like a freight train. So yeah, I'll do something for Mum on the weekend. But I thought this morning it might be cool just to do a little toast to her.
I'd love that.
Now I know you're hoping for box wine. It's not box
You said
wine.
we were doing a toast with a special drink, and I thought, he's...
Oh, what's this?
I've got the Nescafe Blend 43.
Oh, yes. Screams.
No, wait. And the Splendor tablets.
Oh, the
She
sweetener.
loved a Splendor, did she?
She'd knock back 6 to 8 cups of these a day
With the sweetener.
with the little sweetener tablets.
Well done,
Pop
Mum.
one of those in.
Oh, have we plopped one in mine yet?
No, double dose if you want. And then if Mum couldn't sleep at night, she'd wake up and make an instant coffee.
I can't imagine why she couldn't
In
sleep.
goes the
Jace.
Splendor.
Like, I would never tell someone how to live
So,
their
Jace-
lives. But if you ain't sleeping, do you think going for the ninth coffee overnight might have something to do with it?
Jace,
You know what? In hindsight, it could.
As we raise a glass of Nescafe,
Yep.
what was your mum's name?
Janet Hawkins.
Jan.
Yeah, good old Jan. As Aussie as you get.
She
good old
was
Jan.
as Aussie as you get. We'd get her on the show sometimes,
Yeah, we would.
and she'd answer the phone and go, Jason, what are
Yep.
you doing? I loved her.
We're not on the radio, are we?
Yeah, she'd always say, how's Lowen? And I'm like, it's Lauren.
But she'd say, we're not on the radio, are we? And you'd go, no, definitely not. And I'd look at you like, you can't lie to your mum.
I'm not stupid, Jason. That's what she'd say.
She was a ripper.
So I've written a couple of words. I put, and this is probably something that's actually only finally hit me, which I really should have realised. Now that I've grown up, finally become an adult and started to act like one, and especially being a parent, I can finally see it. Our mums always have our back. Whew. When I was a chubby little ranger growing up on the mean streets of Brisbane, I remember telling her one day that I dreamed of working on the radio. She told me that I could do anything. From that day, she was my biggest supporter. She'd drive me to radio station outside broadcast to get my chubby little hands on free cans of Coke, and then I would make her listen to my demo tapes that I'd made up on my stereo in my bedroom. When the day finally came and I scored a job at Triple M answering the phones, I'd finish at 10 p.m. at night, and on top of balancing 2 jobs and 4 kids, she was there every night to pick me up. She would have been tired, but she never complained, never made me feel bad. She was just there. She was stubborn, full of drive, and had a wicked sense of humour, which I'm very proud to say I share the same. And it all came from her. Over the years, I'd get frustrated with the amount of times she'd call just to check in, but now I'd do anything just to get one more of those calls to hear the words, Jay, have you sorted your super? They always do that, eh?
They do.
Straight away. I finally realised mums never stop worrying and caring for you. Even as you grow old and leave home, they never leave. So for those of you who are lucky enough to have your mum with you, make sure you take the time to say I love you and thank you. And if you can't, just take a private moment, remember all those moments, and say it anyway. Now, let's grab our cup of Nescafe instant coffee with 2 sweeteners to Janet Hawkins. Happy Mother's Day, everyone out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Janet.
Oh, that shit coffee. That is terrible.
I don't hate it.
The Splenda makes it a lot better.
She was a ripper, your mum, Jace, and when we all started working together, she wasn't well, and so we actually never got the chance to be face to face with your mum, but we talked to her on the radio a lot. She was a part of our show. She always played along. I mean, she had no choice because half the time you would actually not tell her she was on the radio. But, I mean, she did an exceptional job raising you guys, and
Thank you.
and she's left an incredible legacy with you all and your boys now also. And, you know, it is funny you say that we take those things for granted, like mum calling and checking in, and you're like, oh
yeah, like,
mum's calling. But when
which
she
we're all
doesn't,
guilty of it.
yeah, when she doesn't call anymore, you just wish you could have one more phone call, right?
I was going through like my eulogy notes and stuff last night, and there's a quick little story I told at the funeral. I think I've told you guys before. It was like in the final days when I was going up to Brisbane a lot to see mum, and it was like some of the final days, and I walked into the room, and I could see her sort of usher me over to the bed, and I leant down, and you know her speech wasn't great at that point, and she took the oxygen mask off, and I leaned in, waiting to hear what she wanted to say to me, and she said, "Come close." I said, "Yeah, mum," and she said, "You've put on weight."
Get it, Jan. She never lost her sense of humour, did she? Actually,
bomb.
maybe it was more honesty juice.
Hey,
Also, in that poem, I noticed there's not a lot of change about you.
Mum said never change.
a couple of things. She would be immensely proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And your dad as well. And you said something that sort of sat with me just then, because I probably don't do it. I'm guilty of it. I don't tell my mum how much I love her or say thank you. They're the small things. I mean, thank you. They have done and they continue to do so much. And if you're lucky enough to have your
100%.
mum, give her a hug and say thanks.
Yeah. It's better than any bunch of flowers or maybe not a massage, but, you know.
But also, like you, Jace, this Mother's Day will be really hard for you, being the first Mother's Day without your mum. I know my partner Paul doesn't have his mum, and we've talked about that recently. My sister-in-law lost her mum quite young, and every Mother's Day they raise a glass to Steph's beautiful mum as well. But there's a lot of people that find Mother's Day really hard, and whether it's because they've lost their mum, because they're a grieving parent who has lost their child, whether it's because they're desperate to be a mum and perhaps they can't be. While it is such a beautiful day of celebration, I think it's
keep those
important
people in mind.
for all of us to think of those people and reach out and let them know that you're thinking about those people as well. Because it is an incredible day of celebration. We don't want to make this day a sad day.
No.
Of course, if you've got your mum, celebrate with every part of your being in every way you can. But I think it is really important to acknowledge those mums that have left us, and we'll very much be thinking of them on Sunday as well.
Well said, Lozzie.
Jason Lauren's Single Mother's Day Lunch.
Guys, we're going to wrap this show up soon. I've got to get to the dry cleaners, grab the collared shirt.
Oh, my gosh. I am excited. It's Mother's Day on Sunday. And
What day?
Sunday is Mother's Day. We are taking a very special group of mums out for lunch today. We're celebrating the single mums of Melbourne. There are plenty of you right across the world.
Yep.
Really, here in Melbourne, there's mums who are single for many different reasons. Some of them are much happier single. Some of them have gone it alone. Some of them are many different reasons.
Hey,
And we're going
yeah.
to celebrate you today.
And I'll tell you what, we're going to celebrate in style. 360-degree views stretching above the city and the bay, 140 metres above the ground. You can book your Mother's Day lunch at Strato, Melbourne. That is where we are going. I can safely say I have checked the menu. It's looking the goods.
What are you wearing?
I'm rattled by what to wear too.
So I just don't know.
I'm going
what
as the
works.
Monopoly man. Top hat, tails,
You are
cane.
not.
Great. I'll order a drink from you if you dress like that.
Are we? Is it just shirt, no tie?
You're going to say
Oh,
no
don't
pants.
wear a tie. You're not on the news.
I don't know what it is.
I thought you were going to say no pants.
No, I'm wearing pants.
That's right.
Well, the single mums won't like that.
What do you want me in buttless
'em
chaps?
off. Take them off.
Take them off.
Don't need much encouragement.
I might bring my special pants where they rip off. You know
Or the
what I
snap
mean?
pants.
Yes.
And what are you going to have underneath?
Who knows? No,
wow.
no.
I know, and I don't want to see it.
Just jeans, boots, collared shirt.
I like that.
Oh, my God. Listening to you two talk about...
Maybe a trench.
Is
I'm
this
not wearing a trench.
Is this the male version of how girls go? What are you wearing? And they go, jeans and a nice top?
Can you be quiet for a sec? Hat or do hair?
I think you need to do the hair.
I'll do the hair.
Oh, get the cordless straightener out, bro. You're
Yeah.
taking some single
Are
moms
you
out.
shaving?
Yeah, I'm going to shave. No, I'm going to shave.
I should shave as well.
Yeah, and I've got a nice...
Are you shaving, Lauren?
I shaved this morning, Clint, just so you know. Got my Louis body razor out. And there I was shaving my legs.
You got your Bic?
Excuse me. I am very well manicured and maintained. I have very little body hair because I've had it all lasered off. Just a few spikes here and there on the legs that haven't quite come off yet on the laser.
Okay.
But I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I went to bed last night, fell into bed at 7:05 last night, and woke up this morning and was like, oh my God, it's Single Mom's Day. I've got to wash my hair. And I nearly missed the start of the show because I gave myself a wash and a blow dry, ready for a pre-tong for
A wash
lunch
and a
today.
blows.
All
I
right.
had a wash and a blows.
Oh,
5
let's-
o'clock this morning.
Meet our next single mum.
Hi, Jason Lauren. Let me introduce you to my vibrant sister, Kelly, who's a single mum. She's age 45 and she juggles 2 full-time jobs while being an amazing mother to her 2 wonderful kids, Cliffy, age 10, and Lily, age 6. Recently, Cliffy was diagnosed with autism, which has been adding an extra layer of challenge for my sister in her life. I would love for you guys to treat her to a lunch on Friday and to make a special Mother's Day this year for her.
There's no other.
Oh, that was Stephanie telling us about her gorgeous sister Kelly, who joins us now. Good morning, Kel.
Good morning, Cal.
No, good morning. I wasn't expecting tears.
Oh, well,
Thank you. That was a really lovely intro. I had no idea you'd done that. So
Oh.
very, very lovely. So thank you.
Hey, Kelly, being a single mum's pretty hard work, hey?
Yes. Yes, it's one way to put it. Yes, it's the roller coaster.
That's it.
what I call it.
Is it busy? What are you doing this morning?
I've strategically sent through a text message to my boss, letting them know I won't be in
Yeah,
for some
Cal.
reason.
Yes.
Yes, you know why? Because you're getting on the Prosecco's with these 2 dapper gentlemen at lunch today.
Goodness. And I heard pants were optional, so
Yes.
I'm worried.
Oh, and our hairless friend over here will be there as well.
I've shaved for the occasion. I've given the legs a once over.
It's a little prune.
I feel so honoured. So much preparation.
Hey, Kelly, I'm so excited. We've got a whole room of amazing single mums today. My mum's coming along too. She's not single, though, although my stepdad might drop her after today's lunch,
Yep.
depending what state she comes home in. And the boys will be there too. And we just can't wait to spoil you. We know how hard it is to be a mum, full stop. But being a single mum, you've got double the workload and you deserve an afternoon off.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. That is such a really, special treat, and I'm teary thinking about it. So thank you.
You're going to have fun.
We've got Anthony Calere and Tim Campbell. They're
don't we
coming to
just.
sing for you as
Yes,
well.
yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Kelly, what are we going to wear? I needed a girlfriend to chat through the looks with. What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I have got a gorgeous hot pink velvet dress.
Whoa!
Get it, Mom!
And metallic rainbow boots. So you will definitely see me coming.
Kelly, I'm going to pick you out from a million miles away and come and give you a
you
big
will.
cuddle.
Wow.
Can't wait to have you there today.
We'll see you in a couple of
Bring it
hours,
on.
Kel. All right?
Guys.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
No
Thanks,
worries.
Kelly.
See you at Strato.
Hey, we've got to say a massive thank you to the crew at Strato because they turned this around so quick for us.
They have.
And as soon as they heard what was going on, they were like, we are all in. So if you're still yet to book something nice for Mum this weekend, book your Mother's Day lunch at Strato Melbourne.
Yes, we've got some amazing products in the gift bags as well for the mums. We are spoiling them. There's flowers.
I just had a vision because my wife's off at the school Mother's
No
Day
way.
lunch today.
Yeah.
Will everyone come with me to school pickup?
Should we
after
get a
the lunch?
stretch hummer?
Can you?
Jace.
Felix Hudson, we're here. Also, guys, let's just circle back to Kelly wearing a hot pink velvet dress. I think we need to step up the wardrobe game
Don't
for
we
this lunch.
just?
We're wearing
I'm
pants.
intimidated.
No, we need
I think
to
you
wear
have to wear pants. She
Yeah.
is dressing like a lady. You must dress like a gentleman.
Hey, speaking of Mother's Day, a very famous couple announced this morning they are having a baby
Woohoo! There's a little beaver on the way.
right across Melbourne.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Oh, Mum and Dad need to lay down. Here comes the end.
There's more.
Go.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
There he goes. Melchicino won't be on till midday.
No, I'm.
The way we're going.
Guess what, Clint?
No, no.
I ain't leaving.
Did
I'm
you say-
never leaving.
Ice baby.
Justin
Baby
Bieber,
got back.
if you've just tuned in, is having a baby.
You're kidding me.
So we are playing every baby song we
You're
can.
actually kidding me.
Let's go.
No, come on.
Sing it. We're celebrating babies.
Come
baby
on,
news.
Clint.
Come on.
Come on,
Clint
Clint.
wants to go home. We
Don't be
ain't
Mr.
leaving.
All right, stop.
Oh, no. We got to get out of here.
You know why we've got to get out?
Yeah.
Because we're so unfit, we couldn't possibly dance through another song. So sorry about that dog's breakfast. If you are tuning in, thanks for joining us. Justin Bieber's having a baby, which is great news. And I'm exhausted from celebrating Justin Bieber's baby news.
It's quite
It's
hot
like a
in
little
here.
Zumba class.
That was,
Wasn't it? I always said I wanted a Zumba body.
Yeah.
well, we're a couple of songs away yet. Hey, have a great weekend, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. And
Yes.
for those, like we mentioned earlier, who it can be a hard day, we are thinking of you especially.
Yes, for our mums in heaven, we're thinking of you as well. But to the mums, have a great day on Sunday. We hope you're spoiled rotten. To all the kids who may have forgotten, you got a good 48 hours to get yourself organised for Sunday morning.
That's an eternity. That's an eternity when it comes to
Strato. Book lunch at Strato.
Book
Sorted.
lunch at Strato. Who wouldn't want to go to Strato?
Love and hugs.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We will see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for being a friend. Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.